Welcome to my channel. Today, we're kicking off a really fun project on our little farm. My farmer and I are tearing down our old run-in shed and getting everything ready for the delivery of our custom-ordered Premier Pro Tall barn by Tuff Shed. Before the new barn arrives, there's quite a bit of prep work to do. We'll be taking down the old shelter, bringing in fill dirt and gravel, and leveling the work site so it's ready for installation day. I'll also share some special features we added when designing the barn, along with the fencing layout and future plans. This barn is an exciting step towards creating the perfect backyard barnyard for our small acreage. As always, when it comes to my animals, it seems like I always have to end up asking my husband for help. He loves that. But this time, he was kind of excited to use his new machine, and so I didn't get too much resistance with getting him to help me on this one. Hey guys. The next step was scheduling to have some fill dirt delivered. We have a lot of low spots in the pasture and it tends to flood very easily on that side where we were going to put the Tuff shed. And so we needed quite a bit of dirt brought in. And so that's what is happening here. They're delivering the dirt. And later, my husband will use his machine to go ahead and level everything out. The next day, my husband had fun playing in the dirt, and he spread it and leveled it out and prepped everything for a load of pea gravel to come in. Delivery and setup day went smoothly. They arrived on time. They did end up installing my Dutch doors backwards, so they had to come back the following Monday to fix that. But otherwise, it went well. Here, I was just trying to brainstorm with where I wanted my actual fencing to be. And for the most part, this outline ended up being how we built it, with a few minor tweaks. Once we completed the pens around the Tuff shed for my ponies, we moved on to building the separate pen for my bull Oliver. This really was a family project. All three of our kids joined in at any given time, and we all had a lot of fun working on each phase of the project.
Got it?
I got it now.
As soon as I start recording.
He's supposed to be getting the concrete, but he likes animals. He wants to stop and pet the cow.
I initially ordered the barn with the idea of storing hay and feed and equipment in it. But as you can see, for this winter, I split it down the middle with pallets. That way my ponies would have a dry space to come into during the winter. But once we get the lean-tos built onto the barn, I will be using the side doors to feed the ponies out underneath the lean-tos. This is an example of a shed that I found on Google, and it's kind of what I had in mind when I ordered this shed, was that we would eventually be able to build some lean-tos on to the sides of the barn. I'm not sure if we will enclose them like in this picture, but they will definitely provide overhead shelter for the ponies. Another thing that I custom ordered with this shed is the deletion of the flooring. Instead, there's a 2x6 pressure treated board that runs around the perimeter. If I would have had Tuff Shed build it with a floor, it would have made it difficult to have my animals inside, so it's working out well. I ordered the barn with 2 Dutch doors, one on each side, with the idea that we would build 2 separate pens, one for Jack and one for Shanti, so that I would be able to easily feed them separately morning and night. Jack gains a lot of weight with feed. Shanti is a hard keeper and tends to lose weight in the winter, so it was really important to be able to maintain their body condition this way. In the morning, when they're done with breakfast, I come out and let them out, and they get to enjoy the rest of their day frolicking in the pasture. Now, across the way from the ponies' barn and paddocks, we have Oliver's separate paddock that we just built, which was good timing since he's now getting quite interested in the ladies, Lucy specifically. And so he stays in here most of the time. Every other day or so, I will lock Lucy up and let Oliver romp around the pasture, so he doesn't feel pent up. But it's been working out well, and when they are able to be together at certain times of the year, then I will probably have both of them in there together. And it's also going to be dependent on their horns and how they get along with the ponies. If it starts being an issue where I see them getting a little dangerous to be around the ponies, then they might end up both being in there most of the time, or I'll rotate the ponies being let out and the cows being let out. Miss Lucy, my Highland heifer, is the only one right now who is kind of homeless. She is in the pasture. She doesn't have a specific shelter for her right now. When it's raining or storming, I let her access the stall with Jack, my pony, because they get along fairly well and they can eat together and do okay. Now, in the next month, we'll be adding a gate to split up this carport area. So the right side will be Oliver, my bull's side for shelter, and then Lucy will have access to that run-in shed right there and a little bit of the carport. That way I can have a safe place for her if I need to lock her up. She'll most of the time just be open to the pasture, and Oliver will have his paddock, and if I want them to be together, I can easily open the gate and they can be together and both have access to the run-in shelter. Well guys, that about wraps this video up. As you can see, it's definitely a work in progress, but our little backyard barnyard is slowly coming together. I'll make sure and update when we start work on the lean-tos, but for now, this is the finished product and I'm happy with it. My animals are happy. Thank you so much. Please like, subscribe, and share if you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time. Tough life, huh? You're doing good though.